Hi, I'm Matthew Casey. I'm a Senior Policy Advisor with DEFRA, that's the Department for the Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, and I work in plant health policy in DEFRA, so essentially biosecurity for plants, so protecting our plants in the wider environment and in industry from harmful pests and diseases. And we do this by implementing regulations, and my job as a policy advisor is to interpret and help advise on those regulations and how they can work in practice. And I do this in conjunction with external stakeholders, with delivery bodies like the Animal and Plant Health Agency and the Forestry Commission, and other people in government and within the devolved administrations, so Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. So a typical day for me can be really, really varied. I could be meeting with stakeholders, talking with other colleagues about policies, drafting documents to help communicate our policies. So it's a really, really varied job. Sort of every day is different, and that keeps it really interesting. My background is actually as a plant scientist, although I work in policy now. So I did a bachelor's in plant science at the University of Manchester, and then a PhD in plant molecular biology at Royal Holloway University of London. And my PhD was looking at dahlias and flower senescence in dahlias and how we can delay the process of flower senescence so that dahlias can become more marketable as a cut flower. So that was really closely associated with the horticultural industry. What I would say to come to this job, really what I think a good grounding in the life sciences is really helpful, but really it's about bringing a passion for the environment and for the wider horticulture and agricultural sectors, and a passion for plants, as well as really good problem solving and communication skills. Because having technical knowledge is great, but you need to be able to explain policies to other people because they need to understand them if they're going to implement them. So I really can't emphasize the importance of communication skills enough. It's really, really helpful. But yeah, bringing a passion for plants is great. I absolutely love them, and they're just so important for our environment, the food we eat, the air we breathe. Plants are just so important, and they're often not appreciated enough. I'd really encourage people to move into horticulture because it's really great. I mean, my job is extremely varied. As I said, I've had great opportunities. There's lots of opportunities in the civil service as well for moving into different roles and meeting lots of different people with different opinions. And really getting a sense of how the entire process works, from legislation being passed and being developed through to how it's implemented by the Animal and Plant Health Agency and how it's implemented by DEFRA, and how external stakeholders react to it and feed into it to make sure that it serves its purpose to protect our plants in the environment and in agriculture and horticulture from harmful pests and diseases.